journey?
Yeah.
Now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
An awesome Pokemon.
Thank you. Hold on, it's updating
Your Pokemon?
the system.
Oh boy. I was about to log into Spotify in my headphones.
Go ahead.
I can't remember the login. So.
Hi.
I think it's yours.
I think it was.
I just took over your Spotify. Sorry.
It's okay.
We apologize.
Hi.
Hi. Who's there?
Wolf.
Oh. Hi, Jordan.
Hello.
Oh, it was your account. I really did take it over.
It's okay.
That is all like emo stuff. Like I said, I would join, school.
It's okay.
I love you.
I love you too.
He's gonna do awesome.
Thank you.
You're the best Pokemon streamer.
I will call you that.
Wolf?
Yeah, she said call her Wolf.
Okay, sorry.
I will. Sorry.
Sorry.
Is the quality okay? Okay, because it's a makeshift tripod right now. Okay. Do you want me to?
Made of styrofoam.
It is. Do you want me to narrate the game, or do you just want to read it? Welcome to my realm, located... No, I'll narrate. Thank you. Welcome to my realm, located beyond both time and space. It is well here. I am that humans call Arceus. Now I wish to know thine appearance. I feel like I should be doing an accent. What is thy name? Yes. Emery. Soon thou shalt find thyself in a world strange to thee. A world inhabited by wondrous creatures that humans call Pokémon.
Dude, what blows my mind
That's
is I've
true.
been like off socials so much that
Yeah.
I forget what everyone goes by. Like I even forgot what you go by the other day.
Yeah, I know. It happens. It happens. The Irish accent would be funny. I can't do an Irish accent. Emery. Seek out all Pokemon, and thou shalt find me once more. Does this mean I get Arceus at the end of the game? I know. Watch this intro. That's cool. Did you like the intro? Wake up. Oh, do wake up, won't you? Are you alive, my girl? I know the intro was cute.
Are you playing it from the beginning?
Yeah,
Aw.
you gave me quite the shock falling from the sky like that. But thank goodness you seem unharmed. Who are you? Where am I? Where am I? Why, this is Prelude Beach, of course. Dear me, did the shock of your fall somehow addle your memory? Yeah, I'm gonna choose Cyndaquil. I must say, your clothing is unusual. You wouldn't happen to have an acquaintance in these parts, would you? I don't know. I see, you seem to be in a bit of a pickle. Might I offer some directions? We have somewhere around here you could stay. I don't know. So you don't know anyone here and you don't even know where to spend the night. Well, this is a proper pickle indeed. Are you quite sure you'll be able to survive? I don't know what to do. I see. Well, no gentleman would abandon a person in such need. Oh my, I'd completely forgotten. I had just caught up to these 3 runaway Pokemon when you tumbled out of the sky. It's almost as if they knew you'd appear here. That's true, it is funny. And I love them too. But do you even know what a Pokemon is? Yes. My entire life has been Pokemon, so yes. My, that's a relief. Though you fell from the sky, it seems we have some common ground here. Yes, well, these 3 Pokemon belong to me, mysterious creatures that they are. I know, right? Oh, yes, and what might your name be? So you're called Emery. That name has quite the ring to it. I imagine it must have some lovely meaning. Oh, but I do apologize. I haven't even introduced myself. My name is Levington. I am something of a Pokemon professor. That is to say, I am a scholar seeking to deepen our understanding of Pokemon. Yes, Pokemon such as these 3. I didn't even finish that. Oh, blast and bother, my darling Pokemon. Why must you run from me again? I'm terribly sorry, but do you think you could help me round them up, I beg you? I love them too. There's a glowing, beeping object over there. You found something that resembles a phone. It's probably your phone, but it's changed shape. You feel a strange power emanating from it. A message appeared on the screen. I bestow upon me this Arc phone and thy mission, seek out all Pokemon. I know. You got to. Sigh, alas, yet another miss. Haha, I'm glad you've come to my rescue, my new friend from the sky. I tried catching my little runaways by tossing some Pokeballs their way, but I'm not the best at this sort of thing, you see. I'd love to give you a go at it, but perhaps I should tell you a bit about these three first. Now, that one is Rowlet. Rowlet can photosynthesize like a plant, and apparently it battles using its sharp feathers. I know, I thought that too when you came from the sky from Poke Park. I love that one. That one over there is Cyndaquil. The fire burning on Cyndaquil's back will flare up when it is surprised or irate. Me too. I'm definitely choosing the fire. The Pokemon near the pond is Oshawott. Oshawott naps while floating on the water, and it can battle using the shell-like object on its belly. I like its freckles. Oh my, I nearly forgot to cover the most crucial thing. How to go about catching Pokemon. Here you are, my girl. Pokeballs. Throw these at Pokemon to catch them. You attain 50 Pokeballs. A mysterious ball that can be thrown at wild Pokemon in order to catch them. These balls can be crafted by hand if you gather the necessary materials. But that won't do for an explanation, will it? I do apologize. Let me be more thorough. Now, I mentioned already that Pokemon are strange, marvelous creatures. What's so strange about them, you ask? Well, each and every Pokemon is able to shrink itself down to minuscule size. And that's where Pokeballs come in. These Pokeballs are a recent invention, you see. Throw one of them at a Pokemon, and why the Pokemon will shrink down and fit inside the ball. Comfy as can be, and with that, you've caught a Pokemon. I know we've just met, but I'm afraid I've no one else to turn to. I'd be awfully grateful if you could catch my 3 runaways. Now, the proper technique is to take aim at the Pokemon, then let the Pokeball fly. Let the ball fly. It's quite simple. Though far be it from me to say so, I suppose, given my own dire lack of skill in this area. Pokemon can be caught by throwing Pokeballs at them. Hold down the ZR button to ready a Pokeball and take aim. You can keep moving around as you do, so use the right stick to adjust your angle and aim carefully at the target Pokemon. Release the ZR button to throw the Pokeball. If it hits a Pokemon, you may be able to catch it. If you ready the Pokeball but do not want to throw it, press the B button to cancel the throw. Which one do you want me to go after first? Okay, I'll go find him. Oh, there he is. He's right there. Okay. Yeah, it's cute. Oh, wonderful, you've caught a Pokemon. It seems you've quite the knack for this Pokemon catching business, Henry. Jolly useful skill to have around here. Only 2 of my darling runaways left now. Still, this is the most unusual. You don't seem fearful of Pokemon in the slightest. She what next? Okay. I can hardly believe it. I'm really incredible. You know, many people fear to even approach Pokemon, never mind catch them. Bravo. And just one more to go. Let's wrap this up sharpish, shall we? True. It is a friendship. Ah, yes, I'm afraid that can happen. Pokeballs are hardly 100% foolproof. Give it another go, old girl. Hi, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, what a relief to have them all back. You see, the 3 Pokemon you caught have only just arrived at the village to help with our research. They won't yet listen to anyone. As I mentioned, they bolted from the village almost as they knew you'd be following. But I must say, Emery, I was taken aback by how well you use Pokeballs. How is it that you catch Pokemon so avidly when you only just arrived here? One can't help but think there's a reason you appear here now. Seek out all Pokemon. That's enough. The object is an arc phone, you say? What an odd device. Could it be guiding you somehow? If you if you'll indulge me for a moment, there's something I'd like to share with you. You see, I have a dream to compile the region's first complete record of its Pokemon. When you field call, when we in the field call such a catalog a Pokédex. Yes, a proper Pokédex is a wonderful work of research containing detailed records of all. Research containing detailed records of all of the Pokemon to be found in a region. But in order to properly document Pokemon, one must of course catch them. And therein lies the rub, I'm afraid. Pokeballs have only just been invented and not many have mastered the skill of using them. Enter you, a person with a clear talent for catching Pokemon. Your goal is to seek out every Pokemon, and mine is to have all those Pokemon caught. A situation right for teamwork, don't you agree? Come now, what do you say? Shall we help one another out, Michael? You convinced me? And whoever and from wherever you may be, I welcome you with open arms. We've a Pokédex to complete. First things first, let's get these Pokemon back to the village. Then we'll sort out your lodgings and find you some proper clothes and a meal and all that. Follow me then, onward to Jubilife Village. Isn't that in Diamond and Pearl? It looks like Poke Park too. Sorry, I was drinking coffee. Thank you for your tireless work keeping us safe, my good guardsman. This young lady was of great assistance to me and my Pokemon, so I hope you'll forgive my bringing her into the village for a bit. This way, if you please. Jubilife Village, it's come a long way, thanks. I understand you must be more protectors, but okay. This road we're on now is known locals. Okay. The village was built since. Well, if you're not gonna let me read, okay. Because we know so little of the local Pokemon people. Now the impressive building up ahead is. Okay, it's just gonna be broken pieces for me. I'm recording it from my Switch. It's a Switch Lite, so I have to angle my phone at it. That's why. Because there's no way to stream from it. Oh. Yeah. I'd almost forgotten. I need to go and report that we successfully recovered the escaped Pokemon. Might I ask you to wait for me at the canteen? It's just past this bridge here, then go to the left. The Wallflower is called. Your arc phone is beeping. Somehow it seems to show where you need to go next. Use the minus button to view the map on your arc phone. You can consult the map for guidance to your next destination and information on your missions and requests. You'll also see guidance markers when you're out exploring or running around the village. If you're not sure where to go next, stop and look around in all directions to try to spot one of these markers, then head for it. An unfamiliar land. Head to the Wallflower, which serves as the village canteen. Well, now, aren't you awfully suspicious? Do I look suspicious? The Wallflowers for Galaxy Team folk only. We don't have seats for outsiders to move along, like the Team Galactic. Yeah, suspicious like that? Who in the world are you, and what's that bizarre garb you're wearing? A Pokemon could slice right through those flimsy excuses for clothes. Ow, I happen to like these clothes, thank you. For you to get in here, someone must have vouched for you. Was it Professor Levington? Do you two know each other? He's from a region a long way off. Not the most reliable sort, though, letting Pokemon run off and give him the slip and all. 3 more of them got away just a while ago. If I hadn't been resting up after some Pokemon grabbed me with a move called Thundershock, I'd have corralled him for sure. But the professor, well, unfortunately, it's just as Reese says, I'm a clumsy sort of fellow, to put it mildly. I like the expressions in the game because they make them towards others. It's really funny. Heck. But everything will be quite alright now. Emery here has agreed to help us with our Pokédex. As in, she's going to join the Survey Corps. Survey Corps reminds me of Attack on Titan because of the Survey Corps. It's really fun. What makes you think that's a good idea? We can't just take in any misfit who wanders out of the wilderness. I'm not a misfit. Am I? Assuming the individual can contribute to the Survey Corps, that is. I am the captain of the Galaxy's Team Survey Corps. You may call me Silene. Professor Levington has told me how you helped secure Pokemon when they slipped his control. And now it seems he would like us to feed and house you in exchange for your ongoing labor. You look to be 15 or so? Thank you. I get that all the time. Literally. Quite old enough to work for your keep. But we can't simply take on a stranger who wanders in among us without any idea of their skills or origins. I know, right? Tomorrow we shall see if you can prove yourself worthy. Oh, a most reasonable decision, Captain. Now, would you care to join us for a meal? I'm sure you've got plenty of questions for our visitor. That's quite all right. I prefer to eat alone, so I might appreciate my meals without distraction. Aloof as always, I see. Well, no matter. The rest of us can share a meal and some pleasant conversation then. Yeah? Benny, old chum, the usual potato mochi, if you please, but make it for 3 today. True, I wonder that too, my mousy friend. Wonderful stuff, Benny. All this time I thought it was Benji. I read it completely wrong until now. Wonderful stuff, Benny. Much obliged. Your potato mochi never fails to please. Where do you find this stranger in the first place, Professor? I did think it. I didn't know. I thought it was Benji the whole time. Oh, well, you know of that great hole in the sky, the one people call the space-time rift. Our new friend fell right out of it. Was that a joke? Come now, I am a scientist. My job is to observe and explain any and all phenomena. I concern myself only with facts. Now you already know there are many Pokemon here in the Kazooie region. Sure, they're all over the place, in the grass, in the forest, in the ocean. It's up to us in the Survey Corps to study them and figure out what kind of creatures they are. Hi, welcome to the stream. Great, now every time I think of that, I'm gonna think of that. Thanks. Oh boy. Well, now we know this much. Pokemon are terrifying creatures. It's all but impossible to know what kinds of powers they might possess or what sorts of wondrous things they can do. Yeah, thank you. Now I'm just gonna think of Dialga doing that from now on. Okay, yeah. Space time rip. But that's where Emery will come in. She successfully caught 3 Pokemon, 3 of them in quick order, you understand. Nobody in the Galaxy team is capable of a feat such as that. This means we can finally begin our Pokemon research in earnest. Oh boy. I like his expressions. That's really something. We count ourselves lucky when we manage to catch a single wild Pokemon while fending off their attacks. I know, it's really funny. I can't stop thinking of it now. Thanks a lot. Oh well, to be perfectly fair, the Pokemon that fled to the beach weren't on the attack. But the key to catching Pokemon is getting close enough to aim your Pokeball well, and it seems our new friend is fearless enough to do just that. Does the Survey Corps really have the leeway to be enjoying a leisurely meal with this outsider? Am I really an outsider, dude? I don't think so. Your captain just ordered 10 whole portions of potato mochi. Slow progress on the Pokédex of yours clearly has her on edge. Sounds like me. I'm sure we'll start to rein in the good captain's stress eating soon enough. Now have your fill, Emery. And think, if you make it into the Galaxy team, you'll never have to worry about a meal again. The team provides for all its members' needs, even if said members fall out of the sky. That was quite delicious indeed. You're awfully relaxed about all this. You do know that we won't get to have Emery join the Survey Corps unless she passes the trial. Not to worry, I have complete confidence in Emery's skills. Let's hope it is not misplaced. Emery, was it? For tonight at least, we will provide you with a place to sleep. You may use our quarters there. But if you fail to pass the trial, we put you to some. But if you fail to pass the trial, we put to you tomorrow. You must move on. You will be expelled from the village to meet your fate and perhaps your death in the wilds. Okay. That was rude. Captain Sad leans like his Dewey. In a way, they're both plenty harsh. I know, right? I mean, saying I'm going to meet in the wild, okay. Now, she simply puts on a stern front to help keep us all safe. At any rate, I think it's time we turned in for the night. It's a good thing one can't fall out of the futons we sleep in there here. I imagine our new friend has had enough falling for one day. And with that, I bid you both a good night. Yeah, sleep tight. It reminds me of Poke Park, the one with Darkrai. Still, Pokemon falling from the sky. That's some kind of story. Head to the Survey Corps quarters, you've been assigned. Me too. I love Poke Park. I love both of them. Sleep until morning in the futon in your quarters. This chest looks like you could store lots and lots of items in it. A nice fire in the second hearth can help keep the entire room heated. It's a dresser of very solid construction where extra sets of clothing can be kept. Survey tips contain all sorts of useful information to help you carry out your survey work in the Hisui region. To read them at any time, simply press the up button to open the menu, then go to the help screen. Any tips for team members: don't waste your toils to be forgotten. Diligent record keeping will save you from such a fate. To save your progress, press the up button to open the menu, then scroll with the ZL or ZR button until you reach the save screen. There is also an autosave function you can use to have your progress saved automatically. You can enable or disable autosave by scrolling to the help screen in the menu and selecting settings. I will go shiny hunting soon when I get the Cyndaquil. It's a full-length mirror. There are some lovely stones that someone must have found, but they're just plain old stones. Rest until tomorrow morning. Yes. Okay. I'll see if I can figure out how to take that one off. Next day. Hey, and there you awake. That was some wild lightning last night, right? Anyway, if you're up, come on out. Go to the Galaxy Team headquarters to hear about your trial from Captain Silene. There we go. Because I didn't know you were supposed to do that. Well, I haven't found any shinies yet, so that's good. Did you sleep it alright? I know that's not easy in a strange new land. I saw there's a Eevee in the Survey Corps building. I think it's on the top floor. I was playing with it. We better not keep Captain Silene waiting. Let's hurry to the headquarters. I can show you it when I go over there. Here we are, Galaxy Hall. What do you think? Ever seen a building this grand before? Don't give up. Keep those eyes open. Well, Pokemon, they were everywhere, attacking from all sides. I sent out my partner Pokemon, but against a whole pack outnumbered. This is what happens when you go so far afield, but the medical corps will put you to rights. You do realize that if you fail your trial and get thrown out of the village, you could well die. Oh, there. Well, you might die even sooner than that if you have to take on this trial without a Pokemon to be your partner. All these characters are blunt. Captain Styling, ma'am, I brought Emery. You may enter. Let us get straight to it. If you wish to join the Galaxy Expedition team, prove yourself capable of going out into the Obsidian Fieldlands and catching 3 different species of Pokemon, Voodoo, Starly, and Sheeps. 3 species right away, but none of us have ever managed that.
Is that too? I'm sorry, is that bothering?
No, you're fine. Did the stranger not catch 3 different Pokemon only yesterday? My trial should be simple enough for her, if the professor wasn't exaggerating things, that is. The Galaxy team does not have the means to provide for those who only take without giving. If you wish to stay, you must prove beyond any doubt that you'll be an asset to our cause. I will lend you one of our Survey Corps satchels to carry whatever you may need in the field. That whatever it is you're wearing doesn't suit your satchel in the least. 3. I expect you to step in if anything goes awry. The Galaxy team's entry trial. Press the Y button while consulting the map on your ARC phone, and you can check the tasks you have waiting. There are 2 types: missions and requests. Missions you must be completed to progress in your adventure, while requests are optional and given by people you meet. Pardon, Emery, come with me a moment. Now then, a jolly good morning to everyone. What did you need, Professor? In order to complete our Pokedex and, well, simply survive in this unforgiving land, Emery absolutely must pass this trial. I can't speak. And as a professor of Pokemon, I've got just the ticket to help accomplish that. I know, right? No words. Go on, Emery, pick the Pokemon that strikes your fancy. With a partner of your own, you'll be able to fight off wild Pokemon outside the village. These little darlings are very dear to me, but it's plain to see they're rather curious about you. Well, my girl with Pokemon, would you like to keep as your very own? Yes, I'm choosing the Fire Buddy. Choose a Pokemon to be your first partner in preparation for... Do you want Cyndaquil as your first partner? Yes.
Was you your first Pokemon?
Yeah.
Yes.
And with that, one of the Pokemon you caught at Period Beach for me will now be yours to keep. Good show. I've tucked Cyndaquil back inside his Pokeball for you, so take it, it's yours. You receive Cyndaquil. word of advice, my girl. Pay close attention to which Pokeballs are empty and which ones contain a Pokemon when you're out in the field. Look at those two cheer on their pal Cyndaquil. Or maybe they just wanted to help Emily with her trial. That could well be they did go dashing from the village when Emily fell in the sky, after all. Well, not to worry, you two. I'll have you assist me with my research for now. By the by, what species has Captain Silene charged you with catching? Well, that's smashing. All three of those species can be found in the Obsidian Field Lands. Let me give you some Pokeballs to use during your trial run. You obtain 20 Pokeballs. Those Pokeballs may be handcrafted, but they work a treat, as you've already seen. You'll have this trial cleared in no time. Okay, let's be off. I'll show you the way to this Obsidian Field and meet me at the gate to your left as you leave headquarters. Depart for the Obsidian Field and from to the left front gate. The EV is up here. Up on the third floor is also Team's commander. We're not going up there until we know a little more about your secret. Okay, I'll show it next time. Oh, this... I didn't see that. What do you want me to name it? What do you want me to name it? Okay. There we go. I didn't know you could do that. I didn't look at that part. Oh, what a curious getup you have there. I can already tell you're quite the character. It looks like Arceus to me. I'm Velo of the Ginkgo Guild, the go-to choice for any of your mercantile needs here in Hizuri. I've heard talk about you fell from the sky, didn't you? Now that's certainly a tale I'd like to hear. Oh, and you've a Pokemon. You're certainly full of interesting surprises. Investigating the odd and novel is key to any good merchant's success. So what do you say? How about you and I see how our Pokemon stand up to one another in battle? Yep. I like you better and better. What a delightful find. I've also heard about this trial you're here to attend. Let's have a quick battle to get your blood pumping before you head out. Though I hope you know you'll lose if your Pokemon HP reaches 0. Maybe two. Think so.
Got better.
Yeah, thank you.
They can probably see it better too.
Yeah.
How many years do you have right now?
One. I had two, but it keeps going back and forth.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. Moves, items, use them well, and the world will open up to you.
And learning variable expressions.
That's good.
Pokemon is more interesting.
It's always good fun to have your Pokemon do battles, don't you think? And as they gain experience through battle, they'll learn more moves and grow even stronger. Pokemon sometimes learn new moves when they level up. If you want to change the moves of your Pokemon can use in battle, open your satchel, choose the Pokemon you want, and select the change moves option. But so few people here have their own Pokemon, if only more knew how to use Pokeballs. At any rate, let me help our two battlers recover from their little exercise. And to you, a sky fallen friend, I present some potions and thanks. You obtain 5 potions. A topical medicine meant to be applied to Pokemon. It can be used to restore 60 HP to a single Pokemon. You can use them on your Pokemon whenever they might be worn out from battle. I'll be hoping that you're successful in that trial of yours. More Galaxy team members means more customers for yours truly after all. If you can battle that well, I've got a feeling you may have your trial well in hand even if it's more to do with catching than battling. Now, to Obsidian Fields. Whenever you leave Jubilife Village, you have to pick a destination from your map to let the guardsmen know where you're off to. That way someone can come collect you if things go wrong. Hey, I hope you make it through this. Depart from the Obsidian Fields from Jubilife Village friendly. And I just realized I spelled its name wrong. Awkward. I spelled phantom. Yeah, it had 2 M's. That's awkward. Phantom. Awkward. There we go. You're Emery, correct? I was informed you'd be passing through. Your trial will take place outside the safety of the village. Please take care to come back alive. This is our base camp. It's where we start and finish our surveys. Now remember what you've got to do. You've been tasked with catching 3 species of Pokemon, Bidoof, Starly, Chicks. I'm curious to see if the professor's stories about you are really true. Oh, Professor, something wrong? Well, you see, Captain Silene got hold of me after you left. She impressed upon me that I bear full responsibility for whatever happens to our sudden guest. She doesn't let up. How exactly are you supposed to help out here, Professor? To be honest, my dear boy, I don't intend to lift a finger. Emery's talents are the real deal. She'll pass with flying colors, you'll see. So in other words, I'm still the one bearing the responsibility here. Not my ideal state of affairs. Let's just get started. You'll be more than equal to this hammer. Catch a Bidoof, the first Pokemon species you'll need in your trial for your trial. This is Aspiration Hill. Look, a Bidoof. We're finding the Pokemon. You may be some sort of prodigy, but just in case, here's what Captain Silene taught me. Hold down the ZL button to focus on a wild Pokemon and keep it in your sights as long as it's nearby. This technique comes in very useful when aiming Pokeballs at a target when dodging Pokemon attacks. I know. Bidoof is a mellow Pokemon, which means it doesn't tend to run away when you approach. Aim carefully, let your Pokeball fly, and you ought to be alright. If you want to pass the trial, you'll have to start by throwing a Pokeball at a Bidoof. One Bidoof caught. Now on we march. Catch a Starly, the second Pokemon species you need for your trial. Now Starly here is the type to run at the drop of a hat. But not to worry, crouch down in the grass and it won't spot you. That's how you can get close. Press the B button to crouch and make it harder for wild Pokemon to notice you. Press the same button again to rise. If you creep into the tall grass while crouched low, you'll be even harder for wild Pokemon to detect. And that Starly caught you. I admit, I'm impressed so far. Thank you. Catch a Shinx, the third Pokemon species you need for your trial. I forgot to share another smidgen of wisdom. How to throw your partner's Pokeball. To quote Captain Silene's wise teachings, have an item at the ready, but one to send out a Pokemon, press X. Have a Pokemon at the ready, but one to throw an item, press X. The Captain's a real expert on these things. Then once you've got a Pokemon ready, try aiming for certain rocks or trees like this one. Your Pokemon will hunt for berries and things, and it'll bring it back whatever it finds. Now it's time for your partners to shine. We've reached your final hurdle, catching the Shinx. Oh, watch this. I'll show you. Yeah, it'll talk to you. I love Cyndaquil too. There it is, Shinx. Shinx has an aggressive disposition. Did you know that already? Yes. That figures. That figures. Me, I have to focus on a Pokemon carefully to notice a thing like that. Once aggressive Pokemon get wound up, they'll knock away any balls you throw. When you use the ZL button to focus on a Pokemon, you can see how easy it may be to catch. The more arrows you see pointing up above a Pokemon, the easier it will be to catch. An next icon will appear above the Pokemon if it has picked a fight with you. Be warned, a Pokemon displaying this icon cannot be caught unless you engage them in battle. But not to worry, I'll teach you the trick to catching them. You draw them into battle. Once it's caught up in the heat of battle, you can throw a Pokeball to try and catch it. You've got a few Pokemon of your own to use, don't you? Now, don't you? Take one of their Pokeballs and throw it at a wild Pokemon you want to battle. Use what you've learned in your battle with Volo. Get out there and make your last catch. It's easy to start a battle against a wild Pokemon. Simply throw a Pokeball that contains one of your own Pokemon at it. If you can see that you currently have an item ready to throw, not a Pokemon, press the X button. It will allow you to toggle between your thrown items and your Pokemon team. That's it, you caught Shinx. Wait, did you really? You really did. You did it. That's 3 species of Pokemon caught. You really are some kind of prodigy. You must have given Professor Levington the shock of his life. First you fall from the sky, then you go and catch all of our escaped Pokemon, one after another. Honestly, didn't believe the professor's story until I saw you in action for myself. And here you are with 3 Pokemon caught. You've accomplished your trial. Oh, I say you passed the trial with flying colors. And it seems you went and did just that. Congratulations, Henry. You've taken your first step towards seeking out every Pokemon. This calls for a commemorative photograph. I've got to admit, you've got real talent for this. Now then, we'd best report to Captain Silene. Time to head back to Jubilee Fellowship. Thank you. Eventually, you should be able to have Pokemon you've caught go live in the village pastures. The most Pokemon a person can have with them while out exploring is 6, apparently. Not that we have anyone who can manage that. Calm now, you two. Let's not dilly-dally. Captain Silene awaits our report at headquarters. I can't wait to see the captain's reaction. Report to Captain Silene about how your trial went. It seems we won't have to leave you to die after all. Still very blunt. Congratulations, you passed your trial. You can hold on to that statue. I must admit, you've impressed me. I set a high hurdle to judge whether a stranger like yourself could be worthy, but you've cleared it. This is yours, the official uniform of the Survey Corps. I know, right? It's like, were they going to leave me out in the woods alone? You received a Survey Corps uniform and a pair of Survey Corps sandals. You changed in the room you used last night, and you got to report at once to the third floor. Present yourself in uniform to our commander. That is your first official order from your captain. Use the mirror in your quarters to change into your new Survey Corps uniform and Survey Corps sandals. Then I think I can show you the EV after I change. I want a Glaceon, or maybe I could get like all of them. You want to change your outfit. Yes. Kindly put on your Survey Corps uniform and your Survey Corps sandals. Shiny, yeah. Yes. You change into your Survey Corps uniform. Look at you in the Survey Corps uniform. Now it finally feels like you're one of us. But I do wonder when the captain decides to go ahead and get you a uniform ready for you. I see you've changed. Regarding your accommodations, you may continue to use the room you slept in last night. You may wear this as well. Now present yourself to the commander. Report to Commander Komodo in his office on the third floor of the Galaxy Hall. Oh, here's the EV. See, there's one up on the second floor. I love EV too. I have been waiting for you. I am Amanda Moto, commander of the Galaxy Expedition Team. So you are Emily. Yes. I've been briefed on your situation, including how you fell from the rips in the sky. Now then, let's see what you're made of. Face me in combat. Try to throw. You've got some fight in you. Your sumo needs work, but I do see some potential. Don't expect a warm welcome from everyone. Naturally, some will be slow to trust an outsider. So literally fell right out of the blue. The superstitions among us might see your arrival as a portent of disaster. But you passed the trial that was put to you. No matter how odd you may seem, you're part of Jubilee Village now. Dedicate yourself to the work of the Galaxy Expedition Team and complete the Pokédex. But I warn you, Ernie, Pokemon are terrifying creatures. Keep your wits about you as you work. The Galaxy Team's entry trial. So the commander has also accepted you. But understand this, you begin as a no-star recruit among our ranks. In other words, you have no rank at all. Perform well as a member of the Survey Corps and you will move up through the ranks. Indeed, you see, the more you add to the Pokédex, the higher your rank will become. And working on the Pokédex will also, of course, bring you closer toward that goal of yours, to seek out every last Pokemon. Here you will need this. You obtain the recipe for crafting Pokeballs. The recipe for crafting Pokeballs from scratch required materials 1 apricorn and 1 tumblestone. And 3,000 as well, you will have to buy the necessary materials. You are an expert at crafting yourself. Choose your neighbor crew what she needs to know. Yes, ma'am, Captain. Get ready for a lesson in crafting. Crafting means making items from scratch. That's right. Whatever you need in your survey work, you'll mostly make yourself. Some things you can buy at the general store, but it's good to try to be self-sufficient. This way, we can even catch Pokemon with Pokeballs we crafted ourselves. But listen to me prattle on. Let's go to the craftwork so you can try it yourself. The basics of crafting. Well done earning a place in our team. My name is Effing. I'm the local clother. The professor asked that I ready you a change of clothes, so here you go. I do hope they fit. You receive an everyday kimono and a pair of everyday trousers. I hope you'll avail yourself in the village from both shops. Hey, this is way to the craft work. This here's the craft work, and there is the workbench. It's where you craft things. Pretty self-explanatory, right? When you step up to the workbench, I'll supply you materials to make some Pokeballs. Call it a present to celebrate passing his round. And as for the money the captain gave you, feel free to spend that however you like. Any recipes you get should tell you what materials you need to complete them. At the workbench, just choose what you want to make and get it crafting. Go on, try it out. You can use the workbenches in Jubilife Village and the base camps to craft Pokeballs and other items. Crafting items requires a recipe and the necessary materials. The basics of crafting. Now, as some fine craftsmanship, hard to believe this was your first time stepping up to the workbench, Michael. You recall, of course, that Pokemon possess the odd power to shrink themselves down with the Pokeballs we craft. We can make use of that power to catch them. Also that more Pokemon species can be duly recorded in our Pokedex. And on that note, here you are. You receive the Pokedex, a volume of complying for the collected results of much Pokemon research. Professor Levington continually adds to it with each report made on a new Pokemon species. I prepared this volume just for you. I hope it aids you well in your aim to seek out all the Pokemon there are in this grand region. I'll take plenty of research tests to help the professor complete the Pokédex. I've got I got to get going on those myself. I'd be all too happy to explain more about the research tests I could give you assistance with. You can join me at the Fairlands camp whenever you're ready, my good Emily. Getting work on research tests. Hey, excuse me, I couldn't help it over here. If you're going to the Fairlands camp, would you mind taking care of a request for me? I'm standing guard, so I can't leave my post, but I'll be here at headquarters if you want to talk about it. People who have something to ask you will have a request icon displayed above them. If you fulfill their request, you might receive a nice reward. Okay, so there's this Pokemon called Wurmple. Have you heard of it? Yep. Well, you see, I was having a chat with Professor Levington, and he told me that after a Pokemon gains a certain amount of experience through battling and like, it will sometimes change its appearance and become stronger. He said it was a phenomenon called evolution. Some Pokemon can undergo evolution, which changes their appearance and stats. If one of your Pokemon has met the requirements to evolve, you'll be able to select the evolve option when viewing the Pokemon in your satchel. And so I want to raise a Wurmple myself and have it evolve. You're part of the survey corps, aren't you? If you catch a Wurmple, could you let me have it? There'll be a reward in it for you, I promise. Just give me a Wurmple if you can. Yes. Okay, I'll try shiny hunting for a couple minutes, then I will get off stream and I will do more tomorrow. Okay. Okay. I'll go see if I can get one. I know Shinx's ears have odd markings on the insides, but what were they? No use, I can't remember. This will keep me up all night. I honor you this with the survey coins. If you catch a Shinx, would you show it to me? I've got to see one with my own eyes. Please, I can't remember for the life of me what those ears look like. It's dragging me up the wall. I have a Shinx. Got one of those Shinx to show me. Alrighty, let's have a peek at those round ears. That's it. Its ears have that yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. That's it. Its ears have a yellow cross pattern on them, kind of like a star. I know. Can't tell you what a relief this is. Felt like I had a bone stuck in my throat. Only the throat's my brain and the bone's a thought. Thanks for helping me get that bone out. There you go. You're the newcomer who fell from the sky. Are you heading outside your village? Of course you are. The survey course must have to get out and about to compile the Pokédex book they're working on, right? Well, on your way, kindly do me a favor, find out all about Starly. Pokemon certainly are terrifying creatures, but when I see Starly, I feel simply whole. Not that I have the least desire to actually touch one, mind you. Please let me see Starly's entry in the Pokédex the moment you've completed it. Okay, I'm going to end the episode here, and I will go shiny hunting tomorrow. Thank you. I'll let you know when I stream again. Bye. Thank you.